I blew up a peanut butter company. This is my peanut butter, and I can retire if I want to. In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did to start a peanut butter company in 1 year, to get into hundreds of stores and be able to retire if I want to. For years and years and years, I watched Shark Tank. A bunch of people with a bunch of ideas coming to get investors and so on. And then I heard all these stories. Me and my grandma started a business in our kitchen, and now we have sales of $20 million. There's a guy, Justin's Peanut Butter, sold his company for $250 million. Many different stories of, hey, I started a business with my mom in the kitchen and now we have $100 million in sales. So I kind of got sick of that. I'm like, why not me? So I decided to start a peanut butter company in Europe. Why? There was less competition. But you can do this with any product anywhere. I just don't have the time, but I can launch any product I want anywhere because I know the formula, I know how. This is one of the largest peanut butter brands in the country of Serbia. I'm in hundreds and hundreds of stores. I'm in all of the major retailers and I'm doing extremely well, right? So what did I do? Number one, when you look at a product and you want to do the same thing, what do? You first need to stop and look and say, how do I make this thing, right? Like, how do I make this? I need a jar. So I get on Google and I look for jars. Where the hell can I get a plastic jar? You spend some time doing research and you find somebody that could provide you with jars, right? Then you have the foil to close the jar, and then you have stickers. That's it, right? Where can I get a sticker, and how do I make a logo, a graphic design? And then you just look at a peanut butter, you look at their label, and you say, okay, I need to have a little something about myself, right? Why I started the company. I started the company because, hey, I'm sick of the other peanut butters. This is a better alternative because there's always room on the shelf for a better alternative. I started this because I want to have something with less sugar, that's tasty. Like this product only has peanuts, white chocolate, and sea salt, right? I created the label. I hired a graphic designer and I said, hey, give me something like this, throw some peanuts in there or whatever, a spoonful of peanut butter, throw some white chocolate in there, and I have my label. Then I needed to find a barcode. So I just Googled, how do I get a barcode for a product? It was $100 to get a registered product, right? I created this peanut butter. I created the jar. I have everything that I need to put peanut butter in here. Then, of course, I needed to buy a machine. I currently live in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, but in a lot of different stores in the United States and all over the world, you have those machines where you could put peanuts and almonds and stuff in there and you can blend it on the spot, right? Like you can make your own almond butter, you can make your own peanut butter, you can mix it. I looked at those machines and I'm like, let me buy one of those because I wanted to start this, and I did start this out of my house. I want to do everything that these people have done in Shark Tank. They're all talking about, hey, I started out of my house and now I have too many sales and I made millions, right? So I started it out of my house because I treat every business like I have no money. Even if I have money to invest, I'm not gonna open up like a little factory and invest millions of dollars into this production line before I even have any sales, right? So I bought one of those machines from Australia. It cost me about $3,000. There's way cheaper machines. You could do this with a freaking blender if you want, right? But you're gonna need a machine that can work better, and there's different prices. I just bought that one. So $3,000, just $3,000. If you don't have that, there's other options all over the internet, right? It would just take you a little bit longer to make the peanut butter if you have a machine. My machine is not fast. It can just work for hours and hours. It's designed for in-store purchases, like I said. So I bought the machine. So now I have a machine, I have a jar, I have a label, I have my barcode, which once again, I just Googled, and I have the declaration, what nutrients are in the product. This also cost me $100. Where do I get nutritional value put on my label? I Googled it, it cost me $100 because I just sent the peanut butter. I actually went in person and dropped it off. They have those everywhere. So now I have the machine, I have the jar. I need peanuts. I just Googled, where can I buy 50 pounds of peanuts? I found it. Then I Googled, where can I buy 50 pounds of chocolate? I found that. So I just bought the peanuts, bought the chocolate. This is all pretty cheap, right? This is all very cheap. I have the peanuts, I have the chocolate, I have the machine, I have the jar. And then I bought like sea salt. So like in this product, the white chocolate, this is only me peanuts, white chocolate, sea salt, and then I add protein to it. I add a scoop of whey protein into here just to add more protein, so it balances out with the chocolate, and also having more protein, it's also good for marketing, and there is more protein, right? So somebody might like that. I have the jar, I have the peanuts, I have the chocolate, I have the machine. So now what? Like, how the hell do I get into stores? The number one thing that I did was to realize, because when you go on Shark Tank, they ask you for your sales. What are your sales? So just going into a store and saying, hey, I'm a new guy, I made this, I hope you like it, me and my grandma made it. It's a little bit of a harder thing to do because they're like, I'm gonna be the first store to take a chance on you. So I wanted to have proven sales. How did I have proven sales? I created an online course for freelancing digital marketing, right? Like 80 lessons. I'm from the marketing space, right? I've been in software, I'm in sales, I'm in marketing my whole life, 20 years. So the course was like super good. I think it's the best. Like, I explain SEO, I explain small businesses, I explain email marketing, what people are not doing, what small businesses are not doing. I decided to give this course away for free. So I created the course, and then I ran an ad on Instagram where I told people, I have a free course. Boom. Click on the ad. Here's a free freaking course. It's free. 80 lessons. Like, it's super good as well. I could have sold it thousands of freaking dollars, but I gave it away for free. About 8,000 people took the course for free. But when they got the course, they gave me their email address. So now I have 8,000 people on this email list, because when you give away something for free, you're gonna get a response. And especially if it's good, throughout 80 lessons of me talking, people get to know you, right? They see like, holy crap, this guy knows what he's talking about, because I do know what I'm talking about, right? I've been in business for 20 years in sales. I work with the largest companies on planet Earth. That's a different video, right? Like, I'm a startup investor. I have many different businesses now. They listen to me and they're like, okay, they get to know me and they trust me because it's free. There's no scam. It's free. So 8,000 email addresses. Then I built a website for my peanut butter. It's called protein-smash.com. You can't buy this here. You can only buy it in Europe, right? In Serbia. I like smaller markets because why the hell not, right? Where there's less competition, you can be the first. Here, you have to be the best, right? Or very different. But you can do this here. Shelves, there's like 4,000 of these. And people, even today, even next year, there's going to be a new peanut butter. Don't think that you can't do this. You can. Different label, interesting story, and so on. You can get on the shelves in the stores. Now I have an email list of 8,000 people. Now they know me, right? So they watched my course and they know me. Like, hey, Velko is this person. I got his course, right? So 8,000 emails, and now I have a website where I sell the peanut butter. I email those people and say, hey, I started a new business. It's peanut butter, white chocolate, regular, and dark chocolate. I started a peanut butter business. If you would like to try it, because I talk about business as well, so why wouldn't you want to see what my business is? And number two, it's peanut butter, right? Like, not everybody likes peanut butter, but either you love it or you hate it. So a lot of people like peanut butter, and like peanuts and white chocolate, you can't miss. I emailed those 8,000 people, hey, this is my business. Boom, I got sales right away. So that goes in my Shopify store. Then I ran a promotion like, hey, I'm giving you 50% off. Boom, more sales. And this is in a different country. In the United States, it would have been even way higher. In the first 7 days of me just sending emails about my business, you're gonna buy peanut butter anyways, right? And this looks cool. I have good labeling, I have good design, and the product is super good, right? Like, once again, white chocolate and peanuts, you can't miss. In the first 7 days, I got $11,000 in sales, right? And then people started commenting, texting me on Instagram like, hey, this is awesome, this is amazing, this is great. So I took their comments. I'm not a person that ever make fake comments for anything. I'm not a scammer, right? I don't make fake comments. People liked it. They sent me videos of their kids eating it for breakfast, making, waffles, crepes, whatever, right? Eating it with a banana, making shakes. $11,000 in the first 7 days I made. So then I have comments from people saying they like it, and I have now sales. I have proven sales. So what did I do? I created a presentation of who I am. Hey, my name is Velko Bajalica. I'm reaching out to you because I have a product that's doing extremely well online. A lot of my customers, a lot of people that have bought it keep asking me, when is it gonna be in your store, right? Like, in your chain. And depending on the chain, I would just use the name of that chain. It's basically a PowerPoint, but I put it into a PDF. So it's basically a PDF, intro of who I am. This is the product. This is what I want. This is why I'm contacting you. This is not death by PowerPoint. I'm just gonna put you to sleep with all these slides. It's a PDF. Boom. This is who I am. In Serbia, I'm an influencer. I'm pretty well known and whatnot. This is who I am. This is my product. People are asking me, when is it going to be in stores? And I have $11,000 in sales in the first 7 days of launching this product online, which is unheard of with like zero investment. I paid, I don't know, $1,000 for ads or something like that to get those 8,000 people. I paid like $1,000 for ads. So now inside of Shopify, I take a screenshot of my sales and I put it in the presentation. So now you have the presentation. And obviously I'm a business professional my whole life. You write a business professional email. You're very nice. You're very nice. And basically your goal is to get a conversation. You don't ask, can I go on your shelves? You ask for 5 minutes of their time. And you ask if you can send them a sample. So can I send you some jars? Because these people that work at stores, their job is to eat free food. Like, hey, can I give you a free jar of white chocolate peanut butter? The answer is going to be yes, like all the time. Unless it's something that's not good and, you know, like, hey, I have water, you know, like, oh, we have millions, whatever. We don't want it. Their job is to test out new products. So typically you can send a sample, but the approach, I've proven sales. I did this in 1 freaking week. As soon as I got the freaking sales, after 7 days, I took a screenshot of those analytics and they weren't fake because people really do buy this product. I request for a meeting. I ask for a meeting. And how did I find people? So for example, if you have no idea how to get into stores, you basically go on LinkedIn, Walmart, Publix, Jewel Dominic's, wherever the hell you live, go find the store, the company on LinkedIn. Go on LinkedIn and then find these chains and do a search of people that work there and look for category managers. So it will say category manager, dry food products, then category manager, fruits, produce, and then category manager, dairy. I reached out to all of them. Why? Because they will point me in the right direction to the person that's involved. So for example, I know that the category manager that I need, obviously it's going to be like dry foods, even though this is not like dry, but it's not like milk and soda, right? I want somebody to answer me and be like, hey, but Jennifer freaking Aniston, right? Let's say Jennifer Aniston is in charge of this category in the store. So I reach out to her. I find her email, jennifer.aniston@wholefoods.com. Jennifer Aniston, no period. I try different emails if I get hard bounces, right? It's sales. And what I'm trying to sell in the beginning is that meeting. I'm not selling my peanut butter. I'm not selling anything. Like, I'm a sales guy. I know what to do. I know I want to just talk to her, right? So when I talk to her, and I did get my first meeting, it's like the Walgreens of Serbia. They have 150 stores. So when I talk to her, you're always very, very thankful. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. Yeah, we just started this company. We really worked hard on it. It's our baby. The product is amazing. We're getting crazy messages on Instagram and on social media. When is it going to be in stores and stuff? And I really appreciate this opportunity for you to just take a few minutes to talk to us. So I really just wanted to find out, you know, what needs to happen, what you would need from us in order for you guys to feel comfortable moving forward with us as one of your partners, right? As one of your vendors. Basically, you have that conversation. They say, oh, this is cool. This is cool. They're looking at the presentation. Like they're going to look at it. They have done their research to an extent prior to speaking to you for sure. Coming and right off the bat saying, boom, I got sales. The problem is they want it in stores. You can never ever get an investor. You can never get investment if your problem is sales. You can get into stores if you don't have sales, but it just sounds better. It's like being a guy with money and being a guy that's poor and you're talking to the same girl. She's probably going to pay, unfortunately, a little bit more attention to the guy with money. I didn't invent this, but that's how things work, right? So you want to prepare yourself the best possible way to be appealing, to be sexy. There is a big wave of health food. People are looking for a better alternative, right? People are tired of eating Nutella, maybe. Too much sugar. I like it, but I don't want to eat it every day. This is a better alternative. Dessert with protein. Healthy, tastes good, right? Prepare yourself as much as you can before you reach out. Just once again, I'll say that. Like, you watch Shark Tank, right? Shark Tank. I have a Sharks University in Europe, right? We just learn all this stuff. But, you know, if you've seen Shark Tank, they don't want to hear, I don't have sales, I need help with sales. You're out. I'm out. They're all out. All the investors, Mr. Wonderful, Barbara Corcoran, Mike Cuban, they're all out, right? Everybody's out. You have to have sales. Your problem can't be sales. So I told you what I did in order to get sales, right? Then the product, they say, yes, let's go. They liked it. The only thing you have to do, listen to me, if you're still watching this video, the only thing you have to do in order to be successful and get into stores is just create a better alternative for somebody and have a problem. Position yourself as your problem is people want too much. People want too much and you need to expand. Sales cannot be your problem. High demand is your problem. Boom, you're gonna get into those stores. So the only thing you have to do to get into stores, for you guys that are watching, tired of seeing like all these private jets and all this crap and Rolls Royces and stuff. I don't have a private jet. I'm a millionaire. I used to be poor as hell. To me, I'm super successful. This is just one of my businesses. Businesses like this is how you will one day get rich. You're not gonna get rich off this other crap. Copywriting, day trading, multi-level marketing, all this crap. It's all bullshit. You need to start a business. In this video, we're talking about a food business. Why is a food business good? A food business is good because people eat 3 times a day minimum. Some fat people eat 10 times a day and some intermittent fast. Whatever the case is, food is something that people buy regularly. I'm not gonna sell a chair. I'm not gonna sell chairs because somebody's going to buy a chair for me once every 15 years. I don't want to do that. I want something that has rapid sales, like drinks. People drink every single day. Water, something, juice, right? So we're talking about food here, but the main point that you guys need to know, if you don't know, and if you look at, you stand in front of a store and you're like, where the hell do I start? And you can make a product in your freaking kitchen. Where do I start? You go on LinkedIn, you find a category manager of food, shoot an email to everybody that you think has anything to do with food, category managers. So worst case, they can point you in the right direction. Once you find that person, you need to get them to answer. I told you, make a little presentation of who you are, what your product is. The only thing you need to do is contact them, send them a sample. If they like it, you'll get into stores. Literally, people have no freaking idea how easy it is to start a business. They think you need millions of dollars. You need a factory, production. You can do this out of your own freaking kitchen. Out of your own kitchen, you can make peanut butter, you can make protein, cookies, a lot of different things. And the only thing you have to do is send it to the person that's responsible for putting in the new products and for them to like it. Like, that's what you have to do. So right now, with my peanut butter, which I knew nothing about peanut butter when I started, but I knew business. So I got into every single store with this formula, every single store in the country. So right now, we're still expanding. So for example, if you sign with Walmart, I'm not doing testing periods, but I'm not in all of the stores. Like for example, I'm in like a Walmart, but we only started with like 100 stores, but they have 400. And that takes a little bit of time, but it doesn't matter. You make a bunch of money. Like my first order was $20,000 for the 100 stores. $20,000, boom. You can take half of that as profit. That's just one chain because I found out where to get a freaking jar, get a label, put it together, collect some email addresses, make some sales online, and then I just send it to all the chains. So I got into the first chain, which is like the Walgreens of Serbia, right? It's a German company. And all of you guys, like when I talk about like Serbia, so Serbia is next to Italy, Greece, it's Eastern Europe. It's an awesome country. There's no like war over there and stuff. That happened like 30 years ago. It's a good country. It's the same thing as like Germany, just like smaller. France, just like smaller. Italy, just smaller. There's a big market there. It's the same exact crap. Like these chains are large chains, right? Some are even in United States. It's no different. So I got into the first Walgreens of Serbia, the German store, and as soon as I got in there, boom, I go to the next chain. Hey, I'm #1 in sales in this store, in this chain. I add that to my presentation. We're the #1 seller in the healthy food category at DM. It's called DM. You can look it up. DM, German food chain or whatever. It's not a food chain. It's like Walgreens, drugstore, whatever. And then I just went one by one with the same exact formula, just calling them with my presentation, emailing them, asking for people, who's the person in charge? Can I please send you a sample? So the end point, the end result of this is I can retire if I want to. I can literally retire if I want to because I smushed some freaking peanut butter. Do you guys understand? I don't have to work anymore. I already didn't have to work, right? But I'm an entrepreneur, I'm in business, so on and so on. I'm gonna work until I die. But I'm just saying, for somebody that likes, for example, Shark Tank, you watch it. But how do I do it? How do I do it? This is exactly how you do it. So if you guys want to continue watching videos like this is going to be an awesome YouTube channel, something like you've never seen before. I promise you that, right? I promise you that. You're gonna get tons and tons of real business advice. Not here's my private jet. Real business, real people from somebody that has done it. I did all of this and other businesses. I'm going to talk about a bunch of things. So you guys, if you want to follow, this is my second video. I don't know when you're watching this. My second video. This is going to be a very good YouTube channel. I promise you. Subscribe, like, do whatever the hell else these other people say on YouTube, right? The bell, the notifications, do all that stuff. Do all that, right? Or don't do any of it. Look me up when you want to learn something. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.